Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. Sorry I'm late, but we are now ready. I have 10 biometrics for Mephisto, and we are going to do the first ever rank up for him. We're going to max him out completely. I am 100% ready for this. Now, let's just jump right into it. I've got 10 biometrics. In order to get biometrics for Mephisto, this new World Boss Legend character, you have to go over to World Boss. You have to unlock Mephisto by beating all of the other World Boss Ultimates 5 times each, except for Null and Supergiant, and then you have to play him 10 times, and you get 1 bio every time you beat him. So if you can play him 5 times a day, you can get his bios in 2 days. If you can beat him once a day, you can get his bios in 10 days. So it's really not that bad. It's really the progress to getting to beating Mephisto that is the real challenge. But anyways, let's do this. Unlocked Mephisto, 1 star. I am level 169. I'm so ready to max this bad boy out. I've got a metric gigaton of resources to do this with. So we're gonna have to go through step by step. I remember we have to, monitor the level up with the BAM, but first things first, so we have to do level them up actually first. The bios at the beginning are not that bad, but I can just use a little bit of black antimatter instead. But you know what? I am gonna use bios here at the beginning just because we have so many. We can just sacrifice Shang-Chi there. Get him to level 40, and now we begin. We need 6 of these. So yeah, I have 12,800 CCF. It's a disgusting amount, believe me. Yeah, and you need 3,080 CCF plus like 100 million gold to get this cat up to 6 stars. So let's go ahead and do that now. There's a rank 2. Now we're going to get 5 of these diamond or triangle ones. Wow, which means we need 10 of these. Basically, I streamed until 7 o'clock in the morning, then I made a YouTube video, and then I passed the F out. And yeah, I passed out for way too long, a lot longer than I thought I would. And now I'm here, I'm back. We're gonna level them up again. Now we need a bit more bios, but 400 is actually still not that bad. So I'm actually just gonna continue to use regular characters rather than using black antimatter, because I have like 50 or 60,000 bios saved up. We need 4 of these now, which means we need 16 of these. Okay, that's 4 million gold, 7 million gold, 9 million gold, plus the rank up, which is another 2.4. So it's 11.4, almost 11.5 million gold. But we now have a 4-star Mephisto. But he really doesn't get good until he's 6-star, and honestly, for maximum leveling purposes, he's gonna have to be level 70 as well. But we've got a solution for that. We've got a solution for that. So let's go ahead and level him up now. I believe the bio cost starts to get really high. So I'm gonna go over here and use some of these that I've saved. If I use one of these, that actually just maxes him out. So 1 rank 6 black antimatter maxes him out. Or I could use 700 black antimatter. 700 black antimatter versus 726 black antimatter versus 871 bios. So if you have a similar amount of black antimatter as bios, then it's actually more worthwhile to use black antimatter over bios, right? Because you still need 2,500 bios for any character's potential from 60 to 70. And you need twice as much for characters like Mephisto and native tier 2s. The Prince of Devils. What are his other achievement sounds or titles? Sounds. Devourer of Souls and the Great Corruptor. I want to be the Devourer of Souls. Hell yeah. Okay, we need to rank him up again, so we need 3 of these hexagons. 6, 12, 24. So we need 24 of these bad boys. There goes 840 CCF and 6 million gold. More than 6 million gold. It's like 15 million gold, something like that. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We're down to 275 already. And we get Burning Nightmare, which is what happens when you eat really spicy food and then you go to sleep. Yeah, unusually cheesy. And then we have this really cool, like, diamond-shaped shape for the CCF. I don't know how many sides that is. It's a lot, okay? It's like a nonagon or something like that. We need, how many? 2 of those? Okay. Oh, we gotta level them up first. My bad. So again, here, yeah, it's gonna be, we jump to like almost 1,900 bios, like it more than doubles. So again, it's cheaper to use black antimatter at this point. Now we need 2 of those, which means we're gonna need 4, 8, 16, 32 Good old 32, 8 million gold. So much gold. But this is the last step. There we go, 6 stars, level 55. There we go. We finally have a 6-star Mephisto. He's ready to fisto. That HP stat is looking pretty nice for a blast type. And the physical defense is actually not that bad either. Soul Finality has been unlocked. Very, very cool. We got to level him up here. Again, the bio cost goes, you know, sicko mode. Over 4,000 bios? No biggie. No biggie, guys. Just over 4,000 bios. Yeah, that's like way too much. So if I use black antimatter, again, it's a lot of black antimatter. You can actually do half and half. So that's actually what I'm going to do. And I recommend, you know, so I'm going to use 600 Cersei bios here. I'm going to use, let's say 500 America Chavez and 500 Robbie Reyes. And then we get him sort of halfway. And then we're going to swap over here and we're going to spend some black antimatter. And now we have the Great Corruptor. Now, here's the thing. We're not done yet because now, well, we actually have a lot more to do. But let's do his mastery first. We're going to need to use 9 blast records to get him 5-star mastery. Right there. Boom. And now we're going to go over here to the event quest. And we are going to get this one here. And we're going to select blast for free. But I think we need one more if I'm not mistaken. Oh, where did Mephisto go? There you are, buddy. Let me favorite you so you don't go running off here. For mastery, I still need one more book, so we're just gonna dip into the old, you know, the old reserves. I have a bunch here if I scroll down long enough. Okay, let me just collect all the regular stuff here, the regular daily stuff, and then we're gonna see that we have a few selectors expiring in 28 days. These are from purchases that I've made, like large relay pack purchases. Whale Tings, you know what I'm saying? Whale Tings. There we go. Soul Contract is level 6 with the debuff immunity and the fire damage. 55,000 HP is a lot for a blast type, I gotta say. Now we have to get his gears maxed out. Max upgrade to 15 off the bat. And then it needs tier 3 materials, which is the scary part. I don't want to spend tier 3 materials. But you have to, Alex. Can I even do... I can't even do his... So I can't even do his potential yet because his gears are not at 20. Okay. So yeah, we got to level up his skills as well. Ooh, Hellfire Pillar. I can't press that? What's that? Oh, when Dark Scale Awakening is used. I see. Let's level that up to... 3 million gold. Ouch. We're just gonna max them out. If you're gonna build a character like this, you might as well go all in, right? The only thing that I say, or the only, you know, sort of asterisk for me for going all in is that I don't build their gears. I don't max their gears. So you can see here, Null, even though I built him a few months ago, he's still not 25 on all his gears. And same thing goes for ya boy Sentry. And that's just because I want to have the flexibility. Even though I have almost 10k of those tier 3 materials, I need those. I need those for future tier 3s. I need those to transcend and awaken Thing, Human Torch, and Invisible Woman. So, and I'm actually going to be spending them right now for Mephisto anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and relay enhance this up to 20. 1 is really good. This is where the pain starts. 2, 1, okay, that's really good. 18, okay, that's kind of high. 25, okay, that was brutal. 25 times 8 is 200. So yeah, that last gear from 19 to 20 drained 200 of my Titan component packs and Essence of Dimension. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, let's do another 20 here. 1. We want to see single digits. That's all we want to see. Single digits. Anything 9 and under. That's what we want to see for these enhances. Okay, 15, 20. Okay, but 20 is better than 25. We saved ourselves 40 Essence of Dimension and Titan component packs. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one here. 1, 8, okay. 2, 3, okay. 2, 14, okay. 4, 22, okay. Now, all right. Well, they've been they've been consistent. They've been consistently expensive. So let's just go ahead and upgrade this one. Not like I wasn't gonna do this, right? 1, 6, 9, 7, 16, 7. 21. Okay, well, yeah. Very, very uniform. No RNG. Sorry about the flip there. I dropped my phone. So now I've got his gears to 20. Now we can search for potential. Here's the thing, though. We don't have to search for potential. I did some big boy splashing, some very big boy splashing. I bought the Mephisto Relay Part 1 and Part 2. It was $140 Canadian each, so it was in total almost 300. But I got a Mega Tier 3 ticket, which I'll be able to use on a future Tier 3 character. This is different than the Tier 3 Selector. So this is crazy. I've never owned one of these before. Obviously, right now, oh, you can't use it on a natural Tier 2, like a native Tier 2, like Doctor Strange. And you can't use it on Star-Lord. Obviously, right now, I only have Spider-Man. I don't want to do that, but I'll basically be able to get whoever the next Tier 3 is for free. And then here, we have a Superior Potential Realization ticket. I can use that on Mephisto. How sick is this? Oh, there we go. We got his potential, guys. Boom! Didn't even have to play a world boss. Didn't even have to deal with this. Now, the good thing for those of you who are looking in your wallets and being like, Alex, I don't have $280 to spend. What are you talking about? That's okay. With this newest update, they actually doubled the amount of potential that you get when you play with a character in World Boss. So for regular Tier 1 characters like Icarus, for example, or Iron Man, right? For regular Tier 1 characters, instead of getting 12% minimum or 12.5% minimum for your potential, you now get 25% minimum. That means even if you get the minimum amount of potential on a regular Tier 1 character, the maximum amount of time it can take you to unlock their potential, like Stark's Genius, is 4 days. And if you hit the 35% increase, it's actually 71%. So you can have a lot of characters' potentials unlocked in basically 1 or 2 days or 3 days max. It usually won't go to the 4th day. But that means that they did the same thing for native Tier 2s. So in the past, up until now, basically, the potential was 4%, and then I believe it was 11%, and those were the only two options, unless you got the 5% chance to get 100%. But obviously 100% doubled is still 100%. But now for Mephisto and Null and, you know, Sentry and all these other, maybe not, you don't need it for Sentry because of the Epic Quest, but anyways, all the other native Tier 2 characters, Jean Grey, etc., you'll get a minimum of 8 potential per day. 8% potential per day. Even if you get the lowest roll, that means you're only going to be doing it for, 13 days, I believe, just less than 2 weeks, right? So that's awesome. Because otherwise, it can take people like 3 weeks to do it. Let me just double check my math. Yeah, 13 days. 13 days is the absolute longest it can take you. So they've really reduced the amount of time. And again, if you get an 11% increase, it'll actually be 22%. So if you get that second increase, you could have it done in 5 days with just regular potential increases. So on the one hand, I wanted to buy, I bought this ticket because I wanted to max out Mephisto day 1 and have him ready to go at level 70 to play around with. But on the other hand, it's now way easier for everybody else. So if you're free to play or you're a low spender, you don't have to worry about being trapped for weeks in the potential sort of limbo. So here you have to use Tier 3 materials. We've gone through this before, but I'm actually just going to use CCF. I'm actually at the point where I'm just going to use CCF here because I still really need the Tier 3 materials, and I don't need 9,000 CCF. Like literally, if they introduced 3 new native Tier 3 characters in this update, let's say they're like, you know what, guys, we're gonna be reintroducing brand new native Tier 3 Scarlet Witch for WandaVision, I could max her out. And then if they introduce 2 more native Tier 3s, I could max them out too. I'm not doing it to flex. I'm just saying this is gonna look really dumb, but it makes sense given, you know, how much CCF you actually need. You don't actually need to have that much CCF. So I can rebalance. I could have like 5,000 CCF right now. I could basically just delete 4,000 CCF and redistribute it amongst you guys. And it would be more balanced as far as my characters, what my character's needs go. So we can actually still use Black Antimatter here, which is nice. But we can also use bios, which is what I'm going to do. Ooh, that's a lot of bios though. Okay. Let's continue here. 160 CCF, that's kind of a lot. Whose bios are we going to use? I don't like you. Oh, but you're a paywall character. Yeah. Even though this half cost now, it's still technically a paywall character. Okay, let's do that. 64. Now it's going to be 240 CCF. Yeah, I think I'm just going to still do it, man. I think for Null, I can't remember, but I think for Null I did Essence of Dimension or Titan Component packs. I think that was a mistake. I honestly think that was a mistake. I also don't want to gamble. You could obviously still gamble and do, you know, 10%, right? You could still do this, but it costs more gold when you gamble, and gold is really the thing that's, like, I just dropped 100 million gold, right? I went from 300 million to 200 million. So gold is not really the thing that I want to be gambling with right now. So 480. Maybe I did use CCF for Null. I can't remember, to be honest, even though it was just a few months ago. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't need any Whiplash bios. Why do I have so many? And then last but not least, 642 CCF. Again, it seems like a lot, and it is a lot of CCF. But if you can farm 5 times per day Null and Mephisto, after a few months, you're honestly going to be in the position I'm in. You don't even have to be a big whale. You don't have to be buying CCF left and right. If you're not tier 3ing every single character, and you're playing Null or Mephisto 5 times every day, you will end up banking like 4,000 CCF a month. So within a few months, you're going to hit 10K. If you're just tier 3ing characters, you know, once in a while, or you're focusing on transcended characters because they only cost 240 CCF. And there's plenty of amazing transcended characters: Gambit, Moonstone, Moon Knight, you know, possibly Human Torch. We're going to test him out soon. So yeah, it's definitely attainable. I just got here faster because I was farming Null from day one, and because I'm a blubbery whale. So there's there's a few reasons for that. Shout out to Gravity Punch with that crossbones. And there we go, Devourer of Souls. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the full cost to max out Mephisto, native tier 3, the most expensive character in the game, along with Null, on day 1. Because of my sleepyhead, it's not quite, you know, at the second after the daily reset, but it's pretty close. We're a few hours later. So yeah, 69,000 HP. That's a lot of HP, so it sort of indicates PvP value, but we'll see. And then almost 40,000 energy attack. And again, this is with no other gear upgrades and no other stat upgrades. So I haven't touched his gears past 20. I haven't upgraded. I haven't given him Uru or amplified them. I haven't given him an ISO set, and I haven't given him an obelisk. So we're gonna have to go ahead and do all of that, but we'll save that for another video. Next time you see Mephisto on my account, I will have built him up, and we're gonna send him through the ringer doing some content. But for now, I just wanted to build him up for you guys. Enjoy the process. Allow you, or you know, give you the window in to see my resources getting flushed down the toilet, and yeah, so you can see how much it costs for the future when you want to grind up your own Mephisto. So good luck grinding out there, guys. Get to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.